Hey, it's Tony Fonte. How you doing? I help people to rediscover who they truly are, how powerful they are, and make the spiritual healing journey fun. All right, today's message, I want to talk to you about something, an awareness that I came to not too long ago, recently, about these generational cycles of who are you to think that you can do better than us, and us being our family. That's been plaguing and shackling my ancestors down for years to actually break free and to create something new, to create something different in money, in health, in relationships, in business, everything. You can't create something new. This is the way we've always done it here. And if you do something, you think that you're better than us. And how maybe, and I'm sharing this maybe because this is probably the answer that you're looking for, a part of the answer that you're looking for of why you've been struggling to really break free and break those chains and break those cycles. I'm gonna dive into that right after we get back, so don't go nowhere. Woo! Welcome back. Let's dive into the message, and I'm glad you're here. Oh, you know what? Before you do that, here's what I'd like you to do. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell to get notified when new content drops. If this all resonates with you, if you love the idea of what I'm doing, helping people laugh through life, helping people rediscover who they are so they can create the freedom to fully express themselves and make the whole healing journey fun. All right, that does fit with you. All right, let's dive right into the message of who are you to think that you can do better than us, than the family. And I realized this as I was diving into this question, because I asked the question, what's holding me back? As I've asked many times, what's holding me back from really expressing myself, from really creating the life that I want, to creating the business that I want, doing what I love, sharing my gifts, sharing my powers? What's holding me back? I've done a lot of work. What is it? What is still holding me back from really stepping over that edge and allowing all of that to flow to me and to surrender and let go and stop trying to force and control so much and trust more? And then I was meditating after I asked that question. And of course I ask, make sure you give me loud, clear signs that I can easily understand. Because I want to make sure it's clear and I want to make sure it's loud, because sometimes I'm like, well, did I get the answer? No, I don't know. So I want to make sure that I'm getting loud, clear signs, answers back to my question. So I was meditating and I hear this, who are you to think that you can do better than us? And I realized, oh, that's an ancestral thing. That's an ancestral cord, a tie that's been passed on. And I realized that my mom and dad have both held on to that themselves. They wanted better life. They wanted better relationships. They wanted to do better with money and not having this idea that you have to work so fucking hard for money to be able to deserve money. They wanted all of that. But yet, they never really got there, or they struggled. They would get there and struggle, get there and struggle, because you couldn't do better than the family. You were better than them if you did better, if you created something new. And you can see this in many different cultures. Doesn't matter your background. You can see this in so many different cultures. It's unconscious. Otherwise, we would change it. But you, if you're watching this, there's a reason you're watching this. I don't believe there's any coincidences. Everything reaches us in the perfect moment. And maybe this is an answer, as I said in the intro, to what you're struggling with, your own question of maybe why you're not moving forward, maybe why you're struggling with money still, maybe you're struggling in relationships to really create a healthy, loving, committed, conscious relationship. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's business, maybe it's career path. Maybe it's really opening to your gifts to you can actually express yourself more and really create this fucking amazing life that you dream about, that you've all but given up on. Because you've tried so hard and you keep staying stuck in this path, this system, this cycle. And you start thinking to yourself, well, maybe I'm not meant to. I've tried so many different things. I know I've said it. I used to say it with anger, say it with money, with business, trying to control, trying to force, because I'm not trusting. And the message that came to me, along with who do you think you are, thinking you can do better than us? Why would you leave us behind? Because in 2020, when my dad died, one of the messages that came to me was, I can't leave my brother behind. If I create this amazing life, if I create this amazing lifestyle that I want, so that I can create the experiences and memories with the people that I love and to help and serve people, what about my brother? I'm not responsible for my brother. But this is part of this right here. Who are you to think? You can't leave anybody behind. You can't go and do this thing. You can try and bring us along, but we're going to pull you back down because we're not letting go of our own shit. Not responsible for them. But the message that came right after that was, you are the chosen one. Not in some highfalutin, braggadocious, I don't even know where that word came from. That's not a word I use, but all right, we're using it. Braggadocious way. I'm just going to laugh at that. Not in that braggadocious, you're sitting, you're putting yourself high on this pedestal, which you should put yourself on a pedestal and not anybody else, but not in a pedestal way of you're better than them. But you bring your importance and your energy and power back to you. That's the pedestal. You're the chosen one. You're the one, before you even came here, knew, and your ancestors before, their souls knew that you were coming here to break these generational cycles, and you were here to create something new, but you had to experience all of this shit in order to do so. To create something new, to know what you don't want so that you can finally let it go. And some of these patterns, some of these cycles are deep. And they'll go around and they'll go around and they'll come up and keep coming up and go through layer after layer after layer after layer. And it's like, oh my God, how much more do I got to bear, to take in order to let this go? But what we do when we do that is we create more suffering because we're creating resistance by thinking that it should be different than what it is in this moment, versus allowing us to feel through it every time it comes up. Feeling through it without judgment, without trying to control, without trying to push it down, without trying to get through it faster. And we just allow it to be. And then also at the same time create this mental concepts of everything's going to be okay. Everything's great. And focusing on your vision as well. You do both. Feel, focus on vision. Feel, focus on vision. And you keep moving forward. And knowing that when it comes up, not to react to it. And to continue moving forward and letting go of control and letting go of the outcomes. And knowing at some point you're going to create what you want. You're going to break those cycles. Your ancestors, and I get a lot of emotion with this, your ancestors, my ancestors, are fucking cheering you on. My mom and dad have passed. But they're free from their shackles. And they are cheering me on. My ancestors before, my dad's dad, my dad's mom, other parts of the family, all the way back, cheering me on. They're cheering you on. Break the cycles. Who are you to think that you can do better than us? Well, I'm the chosen one, and I'm doing this for all of us. Because not only does it heal cycles back, generations back, you are changing your family tree forever going forward. And now your family and ancestors after you can take that legacy and continue to grow and change and adapt it, because they are not limited like you've been limited, like your ancestors been limited, because you fucking broke them. You are that powerful to make that choice to say enough is enough. I'm changing our family tree. This shit ends with me. Are you with me? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's do that. All right, that's all I have for you today. I want to hear from you. What came up from you? Was this an answer that you were seeking? Did it really resonate with you? Was it part of an answer? Because like I said, there's layers, right? There's layers. Love to hear from you. Shoot me a comment. What you thought of this message. What really stood out to you. And as always, if you want help, if you want support and guidance on this subject matter right here, on breaking those generational cycles to rediscover who you truly are so that you can actually become free and fully express yourself and actually be the full expression out in the world and do what you really came here for, there's multiple ways that you can work with me. Grabbing an intuitive energy healing meditation. There's many of them. I have the links below. Grabbing an individual intuitive healing and energy session. Or one or the other. You can get a combined one or a separate one. If you want a reading, so you can get next steps and clarity on what to do, what's holding you back, the next steps to move, and what you're ready to release, great. If you just want an energy healing, you want to move some stuck energy that's stagnant, to improve your vibration and improve your health, to let go and get more clarity to move forward, grab one of those. Join the free Laughing Through Life community. Community of people that are really committed to their healing journey. They want to make it fun. They want to rediscover who they are. And they want a tribe of people just like them on a similar journey that can cheer them on. They can support, that they know that they're not alone. The link for that Facebook community is below as well. I love y'all and see you next time on the next episode of the Laughing Through Life show. Peace.